The following program contains highly dangerous stunts and performances for which David Blane has been trained professionally. Do not attempt to imitate.
I've been standing up here now for over 33 hours. My legs feel dysfunctional. There's no feeling in them. But at the end of this hour, I'm gonna jump. I have to jump because I have no option but to jump. There's a fine line between life and death, truth and deceit, dreams and reality. Magic blurs that line. This is Vertigo.
Bryant Park, Midtown Manhattan, roughly 10:02 p.m. Eastern Time. This is an event which has been meticulously planned, but with a dangerous twist. Good evening. Looking at our countdown clock now, 33 hours, 35 minutes, and counting. For the last 2 days, David Blane has been up there with no nets, no wires, no safety. During all the time on the pillar, David has survived without food and with little wire, little water. At this point, his strength is all but gone. David is running on pure adrenaline. Good evening, I'm Jim Moray. This is David Blane's Vertigo. A little over an hour ago, ground crews began assembling a stack of boxes that you see beneath David, into which he will fall within the hour. We're here with high fall expert, veteran stuntman Bob Brown. Bob, you've been working with David for about a year.
Right.
What are your concerns going into a stunt like this?
Just a little bit of fatigue. I mean, he's been up for a long time. It was a rough time last night as far as the wind. It was, it was really cold. And we all had to talk with him all night to keep him going. But my big concern is having the legs here for his jump off to get to this catcher.
I've seen you make a high jump before. You've done it into an airbag. What are the problems when you're dealing with cardboard boxes?
Well, at this height, this is a big one for us, and David hasn't done a lot of these falls, nothing near this height into the boxes. So we're just hoping we got everything lined up and it holds him tonight.
Bob Brown, thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is not the first time David Blane has defied death as performance art.
Some people think I have a death wish. For me, when I confront death is when I'm most alive. In April of 1999, I buried myself alive for 7 days and 7 nights. I existed on nothing but water and air. It was a complete deprivation of all senses. I emerged a week later, a changed man. My next challenge was more severe. For 3 days and 3 nights, I stood in a 6-ton block of ice with the ice inches from my skin. It was the worst thing I've had to endure. In the final hours, I had lost my mind. The people of the city pulled me through.
He's going into shock.
Dave, you're gonna be okay. Just hold on.
And now I'm here 10 stories over New York City fighting for my life. The idea for this challenge dates back to the 5th century. There was a group of ascetics called stylites or pillar saints. The most famous one was San Simeon. The stylites stood on pillars as an act of protest against the decadence of their time. San Simeon believed that this brought him closer to God. The only way to overcome a fear is to challenge it straight on. Yeah, I'll do something for you. Yeah, you guys come in here. I'll show you all something. Come in here.
Can you take a photo?
You know, the new thing, you know, actually stand up with me. What I could do is I could make, here, come up a little bit. If this, you could move right here. What I could do is I could make, let's say I was to use some of the wine to make it ripple, just by focusing on it. Watch.
Make it rip, watch it.
No, nothing, huh? Not really?
No.
Dude, let's all try this together.
Okay.
We'll try
Let's move on
you know what?
back.
I'll try. Here, let's take hands with each other. I'm gonna try to make that. Come here. Yeah, just like this. Grab hands. Now everybody focus. Just focus on
Which
that.
one?
On that. Yeah, you're good. So just good. Just grab him. Yeah, let's try this like this. And just focus those. Everybody focusing and no.
Yeah.
All right, so look, ready? Here's what we do. Just focus on the glass. Ready?
Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh my.
I felt a little bit of glass that hit me in the lip.
Oh my God.
That was amazing.
Right, we were all focusing on one glass of wine. We was all holding hands, and basically what happened was the glass just broke, and the glass went everywhere. And no one was touching it.
The pillar that I'm standing on is about as wide as my shoulders at most. About as big as a flower pot. Standing on it, I feel a kind of weird peace. I can't hear any words. It's quiet up here. It's as if the city is underwater.
Tom Bramlett is the man responsible for the design and construction of the pillar behind us. He's also worked with David on past performances. Tell us a bit about this structure.
What we have is a metal power pole that weighs in at about 7,500 pounds, and it's on a base made up of I-beams and half-inch steel plate. We have 4 half-inch guide wires going down to 16,000-pound ballast blocks in the corner. This is to meet the city's rather stringent building codes. This pole has to be designed to survive winds up to 80 miles an hour in Manhattan.
In a word, this is secure.
We think it's pretty secure.
Very good. Thank you, Tom.
Later, David Blane inspires disbelief and disgust.
And as he contemplates the ultimate endurance challenge, David Blane will put his life on the line, plunging 10 stories into a 12-foot-high stack of cardboard boxes.
Starting Sunday, June 2nd at 9/8 Central on ABC.
Still a lot of work to do before David's fateful moment. Now let's look at how it all happened.
"34 hours ago, this ordeal began.
David, what do you do to stay awake while you're up there?
If you knew you would die, you'd stay awake too. I have a catheter tube that's hooked up right now. I've got a microphone. These are the most comfortable boots that you could really wear. This is because people think there's tricks with shoes. I had trained for over a year. Mentally and physically, I was stronger than ever.
countdown continues now with 33 hours, 47 minutes and change to his credit. While he is surrounded by as many as 10,000 people, David Blane is completely alone.
If you want to get a sense of what I'm going through, just stand in one spot throughout the show. When you're standing in one spot, time moves slow. Every second feels like a minute. Every minute feels like an hour. An hour feels like forever. I've trained with some of the top professionals for the last year to prepare for this stunt. Even so, none of us are completely sure how safe it is, and I don't recommend that anybody tries anything like this. I'm gonna take this from you, right? Is this your bandana? Well, it's mine now.
All right, no doubt.
Look, we're gonna use this just like this. I'll wrap this in here, right? Just to give me a grip. Take this now. Take this now, right? Yeah? Is that legit? Here we go. Here we go. Let me just get a grip here. Back up a little bit. Back up a little bit. Here we go.
Concentration.
Ready? Here we go.
Is it right through? Yeah, right through. Yeah. Went through. Can't get it out. That was good, man.
Yeah, for real.
Hey, did you see? So what he did? What he do?
He punched the nail through the board. It was some amazing. It was straight through, man.
Coming up, David Blane takes to the streets with more hands-on illusions.
I have no idea. He's amazing.
And sits down to make believers out of total strangers.
And after the break, we'll see David prepare for his jump and give you some medical insight into what David is going through.
Tie this horse to the post. No.
Although he's getting closer to the time when he's going to make his jump, time itself seems to have stood still for David Blane while the rest of the world watched.
I think it's great.
Oh, this is great, man. It's unbelievable.
I could stand for 35 hours if the price was right, but I don't think I want to stand for 35 hours. Way the hell up there.
I think he's crazy. I think he's crazy.
I think that's pretty nutty.
David Blane turns me on.
Wisconsin loves you, David!
The sun's coming out soon. We watch the sunrise with you, okay?
Seems unbelievable that he could stand up there that much time. I wouldn't do this even for an hour.
Stand up there, baby. You hold on. I just hope he's having fun up there.
I think this is fantastic. I think it's phenomenal. I think he's going to pass Houdini by miles.
Well, I wanted to come down and support my friend David, and what this is about is sheer endurance. It's about mental discipline, physical discipline, courage. This is not trickery. He is a magician, but he also is doing things that really inspire all of us to do more than we think we can do. What he's doing is showing us mind over body. David is the extreme example of it. But we can all do that. We can push ourselves safely much further than we think we can. And life will be a lot richer for us because of it.
This effect isn't about the cards.
Look, heart here, diamond here.
Sometimes a card effect can be a perfect way to misdirect somebody.
Spade. Think of another.
Keep your eyes on her wristwatch.
That's good, getting it to jump. You got it in your mind? Yeah. Say it out loud.
12.
Shoot. Okay, 12. 12, we got it? Yeah. Count 12 out loud.
1, 2,
You're looking
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh, no, heart diamond, heart diamond, heart diamond.
Queen of Diamonds, that's what, that was in the Manchurian Candidate.
Yeah. That's a weird guy.
Well, that's a good movie, though.
Here, look, let's try this. Come this way with me. I wanted to do something with the jewelry store always. It's closed, so we can't go. I used to imagine what would it be like if I could steal the stuff from but I gotta say, I like that watch down there. It's so beautiful. And look at that watch. Do you see that little watch? Isn't that beautiful?
It is.
Come here, come closer. Look at it. Does it look like anything you've ever seen?
That's my watch.
No.
That's my watch, Peter. That's my watch.
Is that really your watch?
That's my watch. That is my watch.
Is that really your watch?
Yes, it is.
That you just had on your arm?
Yes.
No, you didn't just have it on your arm.
I did have it on my arm. I did. See,
Or you
I
just
got a
saying
tan line.
that?
I wear it every day.
So you think that's really your watch?
That is my watch.
Or are you just saying that?
No, I'm not. It's freaking me out.
It's closed.
Oh my God.
Here, you know what we'll do? Let's try this little thing. I don't even know how we can make this work, but what I was thinking is if we put this right here. Here, come closer, come closer, come closer. Look, watch this. If I reach like this, see that? I reach through the window. See that? Look, 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 look.
I don't get it.
Take this.
Take it, run.
Take that.
That is my watch.
The newspaper has a hole.
Look.
Well, look, the newspaper has a hole. But look, the window doesn't.
I don't get it. Amazing.
See my hand?
Amazing. I did. That's so cool.
And this is your watch.
That's
for
my
real,
watch.
right? Look at it.
I'm like, it's not that beautiful. I don't know what's going on about. Thank you very much for getting it back.
Her watch was on her wrist.
My watch was on my wrist.
He said, look at the watch, look at the watch, look at the watch. And then it was, I like this watch, I like this watch. All of a sudden her watch is sitting in the window.
In the window.
Off of her wrist.
I know. I don't get it, but it's my watch.
And he just put his hand through the
Don't say F.
Show me how he did it. I can't. He took this paper and just went right through and busted through the glass.
And it had the plastic too. He's amazing. He's like the most amazing magician I've ever seen.
Dr. Mehmet Oz, a trauma specialist at Columbia Medical Center, gives us some insight into David's physical condition. He says David is facing 3 physical barriers right now. One, the most obvious, muscle fatigue. If the average person were to stand in one place immobile, they would have muscle fatigue generally within a half an hour. As you can see, your clock has just ticked off 34 hours. You hear the crowd going wild here. More worrisome, blood clotting. If you were to stand in one place, the physical process of blood circulation in the lower part of the body comes to a halt. At that point, the unmoving blood can begin to clot. That can cause a heart or respiratory failure. Next, sleep deprivation. Judgment is impaired. That could cause David to miscalculate his landing, or even worse, confuse him as to whether or not it is safe for him to jump.
How you doing, man? How are you? Here, let me try this thing. Sometimes I get thirsty, and guess we could go with this. I'll dump out the stuff from it, if that's all right. Is there any left? Well, look, see how it starts to fill up on its own? Just like that. Here, watch. See how if you just rub it, see how it's a brand new can, full and cold? Drink it. That's real. Is that full? Here, let's see if it's full. Here, look. Let's see if it's full. Here. No, is that really full?
It's definitely full.
Drink it. See if it's real.
It's real. That's a real beer. An empty beer can.
Open, and it was crushed.
It was open and it was crushed.
Empty.
Crushed in these guns, and all of a sudden he takes it and he's like tapping on it, and he just fills the beer back up and then puts the lid back on it. There's no way he could have moved it out of my eyes and back into the little garbage disposal that we have over here. So that was outrageous. He just slapped the thing and just opened back up, and it was a full beer. It was the most outrageous thing I've ever seen. Broke my Walkman on that one. It's so funny. I loved it.
Coming up, David Blane makes his fans squirm.
You're looking live at David now. Some safety bars have been raised as a prelude to his jump. You see him moving his legs. That is an effort to increase the circulation, because as the crowd is heating up, the temperature is getting cold. The countdown to David's jump continues.
Welcome to America's largest
How's he doing it, and what shape will he be in tomorrow morning after he's jumped? See for yourself when he lands on Good Morning America tomorrow.
David Blane's Vertigo will continue in a moment. Here.
This is David Blane's Vertigo. You're looking as final preparations are being made to the landing area. We're standing here with John Epstein, a veteran stuntman who's helping to coordinate this jump. I see ropes around these boxes. Explain what they're there for.
Yeah, well, what we have here is a 16 by 28 foot box catcher. It's 6 layers high, and each layer is tied.
Now, are these in effect shock absorbers?
Yeah, well, we tie each layer so when he hits, they don't blow out. And what happens is when he hits the first layer, and he gets in the second layer, he slowly decelerates his fall. It's just like a
You've been a stuntman for some 20 years. This is about as high as you've jumped. This is not to be taken lightly.
He's got to do his part tonight or there'll be a problem.
Thank you, John.
I ought to be alone in the world. Just me and no other living thing. Myself alone. No culture, no politics, no time, no breath. Then I would have nothing to be afraid of.
What's the scariest animal to you?
I don't know, snakes.
Snakes? Snakes is what you're most afraid of?
Yeah.
I'm gonna help you
Bite you crazy.
I'm gonna help you get over that fear.
How? Snakes.
I'm gonna show you how right now. Hang out for a second. You wanna come with me?
All right.
Let's go. I'm gonna help him overcome his fear. Come with me, I will, don't worry.
Oh, that's right.
I'm going to show you how to overcome your fear. This is just a simple snake. So you said that you're most afraid of snakes.
Such a crush.
This is what we do. I want you to see this, so come on. Look. You all see this?
My man is inhuman. I am tripping. That's it. He's inhuman. Blown away.
Oh my God.
He's unnatural. He's supernatural.
I don't know how you just did that. Totally amazing.
That feels so
Crazy. Tastes good.
Hit the bubble. Oh, yeah. Crack
Oh, let me explain something to all of you. Did you feel what I just did?
Yeah, you ate the snake.
I swallowed it, right? But really, I spit it out. Take your backpack off. Take it off.
Get out of here!
Open up the big pouch. Look inside. Open it up. Open it up. Open up all the way so we can see. Open it. I don't want to touch it.
Yo, get the hell out of here!
Pull it out.
I'm not pulling that thing out. You crazy? Hey, yo!
Pull it out. Pull it out. Pull it
ate the snake and
He
then
ate the
the snake
snake.
appeared in the
He
kitchen.
ate it.
Oh, God, it was just amazing.
You sure?
Here,
All right.
pull it out. Good, you're no longer afraid of him. Your fear is over. That's it, he's back. He's back, and your fear is gone. Yeah, he's back.
I put it in the book on his heart.
And that's it.
Seen a man eat a snake, and then it came out of it was in the bag.
David ate the snake.
Completely ate the snake.
And then the head was sticking out, and then the boy opened the bag, and it was in the bottom of the bag.
Incredible.
That's pretty gross.
I'm actually holding a snake now. I wouldn't touch a snake for nothing in the world. It is sweet.
It was scary and kind of nasty too, because snake.
My man just ate up a snake. And
Was it your book bag?
that was in my book bag, and now I'm actually holding a snake.
Oh, boy.
I was seriously afraid of snakes.
I'll be back.
Hi. David Blane, yo.
David
Oh,
Blane.
the best musician in the world.
I don't care. I got his autograph too.
David Blane has been removing his microphone and his earpiece in preparation for the jump. We're being told that he's experiencing a great deal more stiffness than he anticipated. David is hoping, of course, to make history tonight with this jump, but with this crowd, David Blane already has a rich history.
If you squeeze a piece of metal, it heats up. That's obvious.
Yeah.
But look, watch. Watch, look. The name is short, and the name symbolizes something else. Dawn?
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Take the top off, take the top off, take the top off. It's okay, don't burn yourself. Take the top off to hold that. Let me show you something. Look, taste the coffee, make sure it's not too hot. It's okay. Look, as God is the witness, look. Look, let go, I'll hold it. Ready, watch. Look, you see it? Starting to go, I see.
Oh! How'd you do that
look.
one? Oh, guys. That's your magic. Oh, you son of a gun. Oh, thank you, guys. That's the best.
Oh, that's crazy. The funniest thing I ever seen. Get it, boy, get it!
The handrails are still up. You see the final preparations, meanwhile, being made to those boxes. David Blane continues to stretch as a prelude to this jump. Bill Kalush is a master magician in his own right. You've worked with David for some, 10 years?
Right.
Talk about what's going through his mind right now and what you expect to happen.
Well, David has created something new here. He's combined performance art, magic, and endurance. He's a master of this field, and as you can see, he's doing things that haven't been done before.
Obviously, there's risk involved here. How do you assess the risk involved with this jump?
Well, it's risky. I mean, we know he's coming off the pole. The risk comes from hitting the boxes, and we obviously want him to be safe. But I think it's probably about 75% likely he'll be okay without major damage.
As a magician, as a friend, are you concerned for him?
I'm very concerned. No question about it.
Thank you for your time. Coming up, David Blane makes his jump into history.
Now on
next Wednesday.
This program contains highly dangerous stunts for which David Blane has been trained professionally. Do not attempt to imitate.
We're just about there. You see the countdown clock is at 34 hours, 21 minutes and change. Well, David has trained extensively for this fall. He's never attempted anything quite like this after such a tremendously long endurance test. We simply don't know if he has the presence of mind and body to attempt this jump. Meanwhile, it's easy to see the electricity running through this crowd. They certainly realize the tremendous risks involved with this jump. David has been standing on that pillar for well over 34 hours. No net, no safety wires, nothing but David's sheer will and the energy of the crowd holding him up. Let's watch and listen.
You 100%?
A lot of room here.
Johnny, heads up. Here we go, David. Here's the count. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stick it. Nailed it. Nailed it, baby. He nailed it. Cut those ropes. Here you are. Get him out. Watch your head. Watch the bottom one, Johnny. You just feel the bottom. Watch the bottom one.
We see David Blane's hand. We do not see movement. We're waiting to hear if he's okay. There we see some movement. It looks like he's okay. We see David Blane moving, holding his head. The safety crews making their way through the boxes. Literally racing through those boxes 12 feet high. David appears to be coherent. He's moving now. Waiting for an assessment of his condition, but he appears to be okay.
Easy, easy. David. Okay, easy, easy. Lay him down. Okay, get the medics in here. Get the medics.
The medics are being brought in.
Watch his leg.
No. Let's get him on the ground.
Get him on the ground.
Lay him down. Lay him down.
Get back.
Take a little shot. Let them look at it.
Watch falling boxes, everybody. Watch falling boxes. I want to make sure he's okay for no perfect leg. That's it.
Give him some air. Give him some air. Take a shot.
See David's all right after commercial. No.
Let the doctors talk to him. Keep an eye out.
Give me lead.
Keep an eye out.
I want to see him.
Sit up. Those boxes. One step at a time. All right, stay right there. Equalize yourself. Equalize yourself, Dave.
Let Billy go here. I got it. Good job, man. Good job, David.
David Blane is standing. He appears to be okay. Let's look once again at a replay of that spectacular jump. This is a bird's eye view from a camera high atop the pillar. This would be what David was seeing as he was heading toward those boxes. Let's look at another angle now, this time from on top of the boxes at the point of impact. Bob Brown tells us David at this point is traveling at 60 miles an hour. A third shot, a head-to-toe viewpoint, following David downward. When he hits those boxes, it is the equivalent of him crashing into a brick wall at 20 miles an hour. Finally, a low angle. Remember, David hits without the benefit of any padding or any protection.
No, I'm fine. He's exactly playing it.
We'll hear from David Blane right after this commercial break.
This Memorial Day.
Check.
We can hear you. We can hear you out there.
Yeah, but we need a PA. Oh, you got it. You're on the PA now.
I just want to thank everybody for their support, making this possible. Can you hear me? Yeah. Is this word?
Are they hearing you?
Can you all hear me? God bless us all.
Down it.
How do I speak to all of them? How do I speak to them that we're here? How do I speak to them?
No, it's PA.
How do I speak to them?
Can you go PA on me? You can talk into this.
Give him the megaphone. Give him the bullhorn. Grab the bullhorn.
No.
Hello?
Elliot, give me a bullhorn.
I just want to thank all of you guys for supporting this and making it possible. I want to thank every last one of you, and this is just the beginning. God bless all of us. Peace to everybody. Thank you.
Clear this out. Clear this out. Stay right with
Next on Eyewitness News, the body of Chandra Levy found. We are live from Modesto to Washington, D.C. with the late details and reaction.
Could your address soon change? A big development in the plan to break up L.A.
Plus, could something called the cocktail condom prevent rape?
Minutes away, right here at 11.
That was one of the coolest scenes I'd ever seen in a movie. From that point on, I was hooked. I'm a